Hello nerds, welcome back to episode of WNN, your source for the music production news. We got more things to talk about today. More plugins, more updates, more music news. Before we get started, make sure to like button and subscribe if you're new here. Blah, 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 blah. In our first story, LANDR has released a sampler plugin, and I know many of you are thinking, wow, why would they do that? Yeah, I mean, that was my first thought as well. It does seem to have a few interesting features, at least one. One of the interesting things about it is they claim it is an intelligent tool that scans your sample library to help you discover the perfect sounds for your track. So the big branding point is that you can connect your entire sample library and it should have powerful filtering and organization tools. Endless fresh ideas. It has a normal chromatic slice and sequence mode. So it has some basic features you would definitely want in a sampler, such as transposing sounds to match your project's key, or syncing the loops with your tempo. So you can chop samples and play them chromatically. And there's also a similar sound swap. So the most interesting things to me here are the intelligent search as well as the similar sound swap. It's like the final boss of alliteration there. And you also get LANDR Sampler if you have LANDR Studio, which is their monthly subscription option. Yeah, I know. It's worse than curse words. Did he swear? No. He said monthly subscription. No, that shit is terrible though. That shit is awful. If you're interested in LANDR Sampler, a link to it will be down in the description. It's not an affiliate link, sadly. So you guys may remember Bobby Shmurda. He was a pretty big thing about 10 years ago. And then he went to prison, and people were hyped when he got out of prison. Well, would you believe this? He recently had to cancel his latest tour after allegedly only selling 10 tickets per city. 10 tickets per city. I know, when did he start selling them? A week ago? I mean, I feel like I could maybe even sell more than 10 tickets. Granted, I may have to plant people in order to do that, but I think I could sell more than 10. In our next story here, I found possibly the most ridiculous and biggest scam of all time. All right, are you ready for this? Feast your eyes on this. Take it all in here. You're looking at Carnivore Audio's vocal marinade. You see that? You like that? You like those different sizes of meat and bones? Or whatever the fuck that is? It's basically... Now, I'm showing you this to point and laugh at it. I'm not showing you this to buy this. Do not buy this. There's something wrong with you if you buy this. This is basically just the CLA Waves mixing plugin, but, you know, for meat heads. For chefs, for lunatics. It's just got bass treble, compression, reverb, delay, marinade. And their marinade apparently is like a unique proprietary algorithm according to them. I'm not making this up. This is the biggest scam of all time. This came out a few weeks ago, I believe. And they're labeling it themselves as the best plugin of all time. What can I say? You gotta do a lot to sell a plugin these days. So as you can see here, $200. Any takers? You? What do you think? Are they cooking? Not really going to go too in depth in it. Just kind of wanted to, you know, put this out to a wider audience here. Maybe help them sell a couple copies. That's a joke, by the way. They're not going to sell any copies. I do notice they also have a Ice JJ Fish vocal chain. Why? I don't know. Some of you may say, oh, how dare you roast this thing without trying it? I don't need to try shit to know it tastes like shit. All right, in our next story here, we have Moog's new synthesizer, the Messenger. It is a monophonic analog keyboard synthesizer. They're calling it a next-generation analog synth, celebrating the classic Moog circuitry and introducing modern features. I mean, it looks pretty sturdy, looks pretty nice. Now show me the price. Let's see the price. It comes with 256 presets, an arpeggiator, expression sustained pedal inputs, and a Euro rack connectivity set, 32 weighted full-size keys, dual looping ADSR envelopes, 2 oscillators with wave folding functionality, a sub oscillator with continuously variable wave shapes, with a Moog ladder filter, augmented with resonance bass compensation, multiple filter slopes, and true multimode functionality. I mean, so they say here they're putting a new spin on their older stuff, but I mean, this is not much of a spin here. I don't know. There's not a lot going on here to make it interesting. I don't know, man. What is interesting about this other than it being Moog? You know, they say don't shoot the messenger, but if this is all they're bringing to the table, I mean, I might shoot the messenger. mean, it sounds fine. It really just feels like we're doing the Disney thing though, you know, or we're doing the modern movie thing. We're just reliving the classics over and over. We're just going to be doing the same things over and over for eternity here. I mean, I'm sure there's much more presets here. I don't want to, you know, really like waste too much of our time here, but if you're interested in it, you can check it out. Just look up MOOG Messenger preset tour. Now, show me the price. Let's see if you're still holding up proudly like this once you show us the price. $899. I mean, it seems great. It looks like it's quality. It doesn't look like it's just cheaply made, but you know, $899. I feel like you can get something that does a whole lot more at that price point at this point. But you know, hey, it's a MOOG. So you can pre-order it now for $899 and it comes out June 2nd. In our next story here, we actually have some updates on UHE's software. As you may know, they have been teasing Zebra 3 for a while, and we actually have a look at the finalized UI, I believe, here. Does that do anything for you guys there? I got this off of the KVR forum. It looks pretty complex. Like, it looks like you can do a lot of stuff with it. It sure looks better than that Messenger, I will say. See modal, mallet, FM oscillators. Definitely seems a bit more reminiscent of, you know, phase plant or something. It seems very open-ended. They're saying it will be feature complete in about 2 months. And the public beta will be coming out by the end of the year, hopefully. In our last story here, we have a couple of freebies. First of all, you get a free copy of Bitwig Studio 8-track with any Plugin Boutique purchase. And I will have a link to Plugin Boutique down in the description. It'll be an affiliate link. And this goes on until May 31st. You know, it's pretty limited, but, you know, it's a great way to get introduced to the software. Bitwig is a pretty powerful software. You know, some people say it's better than Ableton. Then next we have Primer Synthesizer by Audible Genius. How do I say this and still be nice? I guess there's not really a way to say it. You know, unless you are a literal genius. I mean, even if you are, like, Audible Genius is just a really pretentious name. I'm sorry. I had to say it. You can't name yourself Audible Genius. From now on, I will be known as Weaver Genius. So they recently updated it and are offering it for free now. Comes with 400 presets. Let's check out what it sounds like. So, you know, it sounds okay. You know, the most interesting thing would be the randomize button here, in my opinion. Okay, and lastly, we have a free ladder filter and saturation plugin by Blep FX. Blep FX. It's called Filter, spelled wrong. I'm gonna be honest, I've hit the end of my battery here, so I'm not gonna download this and show you how it sounds. There's no demo for it here, but if you're interested in that, it'll all be linked down in the description. Sorry guys, I've hit my limit here. I've been recording for over an hour. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. If you want to stay up to date to the music and music production news, if you want to support the content here and you enjoy what I do here, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member or checking out my second channel. That'll be linked down in the description. I'll see you guys next time.